The world is moving forward at its own pace. New governments, new billionaires, new headlines every single day. But on a small private island in the Caribbean, something darker was unfolding. An island without any paparazzi, no journalists, no witnesses, just power, money and secrets. This is the story of Jeffrey Epstein, the man who built friendships with presidents, royalties and billionaires, and was later charged with running one of the most shocking sex trafficking operations in modern history. How did he rise? Who protected him? And why did his story end inside a jail cell before he could testify? Let's break it down. So welcome to today's video, and in today's video we're going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein and the Epstein Files.
What sort of men were you being trafficked to?
I was trafficked to a lot of types of different men. I was trafficked to other billionaires. I was trafficked to politicians, professors, even royalty. So the circles that Jeffrey Epstein ran in weren't your typical setting of human trafficking, and it was the elite of the world. It was the people who run the world. It was the most powerful people in the world.
Chapter 1. Rise of Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was born in 1953 in Brooklyn. Not into wealth, not influence. He briefly worked as a school teacher, then suddenly entered high finance. No public hedge fund, no visible company share empire. Yet by the 1990s, he claimed to manage money for ultra wealthy clients. And somehow, he owned a $50 million Manhattan townhouse, a Palm Beach mansion, a ranch in New Mexico, a private island, Little St. James, and a private jet. Despite massive wealth, details of his business operations were always vague. But what wasn't vague? His societal circle. He surrounded himself with politicians, academics, celebrities, and royalties. And for years, no major criminal investigation stuck. At the center of the case was Little St. James, yes, the island which we talked about. According to federal prosecutors, Epstein operated a sex trafficking network involved underage girls. The allegations were included in court documents and federal indictments. Prosecutors stated that minors were recruited, transported, and abused at multiple properties, including Palm Beach, Manhattan, and allegedly the island. His jet later became widely referred to in media as the Lolita Express. Important clarification. These were allegations presented in court filings, not internet reports, and multiple victims gave sworn testimony. In 2005, Florida police began investigating Epstein. The case gathered evidence. Victims came forward, but in 2008, Epstein reached a plea deal with federal prosecutors, a non-prosecution agreement. He pleaded guilty to lesser state charges. He served about 19 months in county jail with work release privileges. Many legal experts later called this deal unusually lenient. Years later, the agreement would face heavy public criticism. The big question here is that why was the punishment so light? The journalist who reopened everything. Now comes a spark in the story. In 2018, investigative journalist Julie K. Brown from the Miami Herald published a series titled Perversion of Justice. She interviewed victims. She reviewed sealed documents. She exposed flaws in the 2008 deal. Public outrage followed. Soon after, federal prosecutors reopened the case. This is a reminder: journalism can change the course of justice. Now it comes to the 2019 arrest. In July 2019, the case reopened, and so Epstein was arrested in New York. Prosecutors described a long-running operation. Evidence was seized from his Manhattan home. Bail was denied. For the first time, it appeared Epstein might face full trial, but that trial never happened. The powerful connections. Over the years, Epstein was photographed with powerful individuals, which include, of course, the American ex-president, and right now he is also the American president, which is the Donald Trump. Then people like Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew. It's critical to be Precisely. Being photographed with Epstein or appearing in flight logs does not automatically imply criminal wrongdoing. Many individuals denied knowledge of his crimes. In 2022, Prince Andrew settled a civil lawsuit without admitting liability. Court documents included allegations. They are not criminal verdicts. Accuracy builds credibility. Now it comes to the jail death. Now Epstein was arrested, but in August 10, 2019, something surprising beyond imagination happened. Epstein was found dead in his jail cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York.
I used to spend a lot of time in jails and a lot of time in segregated housing units, SHUs as we call them. And I've known people that have committed suicide in these cells. And I know how you get in, how you get out, who works the system. And so the way, based on public information at the time, that he ended up with the pictures and him hanging himself, I was like, man, that guy killed himself. There's just no way that you could have run an op and had people go into that cell and not have any video of it and not have any people come out and say, hey, yeah, I saw that guy, he shouldn't have been there, the guard or this guy. There's just no access points into places like this in the detention center he was in, which I've been in.
The official medical reports revealed serious procedural failures. Guards reportedly fell asleep. Security cameras malfunctioned. Epstein has previously been placed on suicide watch, then removed. These failures fueled public skepticism. So now guys, do you think this is quite normal? No, right? Epstein was definitely murdered, as per the hints suggest. Although there is no proof that if he was murdered or not. So just write down in the comments below what you think. Was Epstein really murdered or is just a suicide? These failures fueled public skepticism, but officially the ruling remains suicide. No court has ruled otherwise. Conclusion. Now we come to the big conclusion that why this case still matters. The Epstein case was not just about one man. It was not just about some rapes and sexual assaults. It exposed weaknesses in powerful systems. It raised questions about accountability. And it showed how influence can shape outcomes. But it also showed something else. When journalism persists, when public pressure builds, even buried cases can resurface. And sometimes, the most powerful stories are the ones that refuse to stay hidden. So guys, write down in the comment below what you think of this video, and also write down in the comment about suggested topics for my next video. See you back then, bye!